What's going on, people? Welcome back to United View. Welcome to the match preview for Man United against Bournemouth at Old Trafford. Super Sunday. Actually, is our game even on TV? But it's on Sunday and it's super fast.
It's not. No.
It's a Sideman Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
But for us, it's main stage because we need points. You know, one thing going out the cup and saying it doesn't really matter and saying, we've had a good run. It don't really matter. Let's focus on being a good team. Well, then now this is the one. This is the one where there's no excuses. You've got to win this game.
Yeah. You can't do it.
Also going away to Man City, getting a sort of not surprising 3 points, but a big 3 points in the context. But if you don't back that up with a home win against Bournemouth, then what's the point? But we can't underestimate this game. Last home game out, 3-2 against Forest. And this, I'm not saying Bournemouth are as good as Forest, but if you're not at it, they'll give you just as good a game. Easily.
Well, you say that, Flex. And I've seen a lot of people talk about this actually this week. Obviously, Forest, like you said, they are fourth and they're having a great season. But Bournemouth aren't that far behind. I mean, you look at the last few games actually in the Premier League. We've played now in fourth Forest. We've played now in fifth Man City. They're sixth. They're sixth in the Premier League. So they are, no one to be overlooked. They're undefeated in their last four. They've got 3 wins and a draw in their last 4, so 1 defeat in 5. They're bang in form. I think there was some feeling of, because of course last season with Iriola's start, they actually struggled at the start of the season, didn't they? And then they started really picking up victories. Obviously, last time they came to Old Trafford, they absolutely pumped us 3-0. Could have been 5. Had the ball in the back of the net 5 times, a couple were ruled out. So it's not going to be easy. In reality, it's one of those ones where, because of the names involved, you go, right, it's Man United versus Bournemouth. Got to win this game, home game, got to be beating Bournemouth at home. But then when you look at the table and you go, it's 6th versus 13th. Who's the favourite in that regard? You know what I mean? So certainly it's no walkover. We know who we are as a team. We've already had bad defeats at home this season, so it's not going to be easy. But like you said, when you go down the route of, wow, it's good to be out of the Carabao Cup because we can focus on the Premier League form, then you've got to start winning in the Premier League and you've got to continuously win the Premier League. And if you look at our form over the last 5 games in the Prem, it's exactly mid-table fodder, isn't it? It's very inconsistent. It's a win, 2 losses, a win, a draw, So as far as what we're going to get from Manchester United on Sunday, who knows, Flex, basically? Who knows?
Who knows? And they've got players who can hurt you. We know that. The likes of Clivert, the likes of Evan Nilsson up front is a handful. You've got Anton Semenyo on the right-hand side. You've got Atawara on the left-hand side. They're dynamic. Unal can come off the bench. Look at the free kick he scored against West Ham. They will give you a good game. It doesn't matter whether it's at their stadium, especially at the Vitality, but even on the travels. And like Owen said, they've absolutely destroyed us last time we've played them at Old Trafford. So we owe them one.
But Flex, we must be stressed. We're going down the negative route of saying, 6th versus 13th. But because of how bunched up things are, there is a possibility that Man United, if they win the game, we could go above them in 6th. You know what I mean? It's that tight. It's that tight.
It is. And obviously, all the teams in between, your Brighton, Tottenham, Brentford, Newcastle, Fulham, Villa, they all would probably need to lose on that day and us win for us to leapfrog like 6 positions. But in terms of actual Bournemouth, would definitely be ahead of them if we can beat them. What they got? Plus 3 goal difference.
Plus 3 goal difference.
Well, we have to beat them by a goal or 2. But listen, it's just about winning the game. And we need continuity. We need consistency in the league. That's the only way we're going to get out of this. Everyone's struggling to get out of this sort of 25 points to 23 points, 22 points, that little batch there. Yeah. Awful. Like, you just can't get out of it. 1 win's just not enough. You need to win like 3 in a row to be able to get out of that.
No one in that group. To be honest, that's the reason Bournemouth are 6th.
Look at all the colours.
Again, that's the reason Bournemouth are 6th, because again, you look at their last 4 games, they managed to win 3 and draw 1 of them. So that's why they're at the top of that pack. But you're right. Then you look at the rest; it's all very, very mixed bag. Everyone's
there's red, everyone. There's grey, there's green.
Exactly. And Man United want to avoid a bit of history as well. If Man United fail to win the game, it'll be the first time they've been in the bottom half of the table at Christmas since the 1989 to 1990 season, when we were 12th at the time. And like you said, you want to build upon what was a really impressive victory last weekend, and it's been so typical for us this season, hasn't it? When we do get a result, in the rare occasions that we do get a result, we don't make it really count for anything. You know what I mean? The next week, then we do fall off into something else. We go, oh, for God's sake, So if we could
Yeah.
get just a couple of wins together in a row, then you go, right, okay. And because Bournemouth are where they are, you go, right, we beat Bournemouth. They're in sixth. They're not bad, at home, and maybe you can get a bit going. So, yeah, as far as team selection flex, anyone's guess, isn't it? Right?
Anyone's guess. Anyone's guess. But there'll be some where you go, listen, there was a reason why we played such a weakened team against Spurs in certain areas. So Eriksen won't start. That's for sure. Lindelof obviously injured and won't start this one. Harry Maguire come back in.
Or
Delict, I mean, yeah, he said he was ill, so they wanted to give him a rest, innit? So hopefully that's just a one-game vibe. So probably Delict/Maguire, we'll see. Martinez, he's lucky we can't even change him right now because he's playing awful, but it'll be him. I don't know, unless he goes Mazraoui sort of, left
and also with Lenny Yoro at right centre back again, they're still managing minutes there when it comes to him. So what you might see actually is a similar back three to what was in the derby last weekend, where it is sort of Maguire, Delict, and maybe Martinez, something like that.
And I'd love Yoro to go again. Now, they are managing minutes. I get that. We've got a game on Boxing Day. Boxing Day away at Wolves. So we're managing minutes, but isn't there a bit more of a gap with that one? 21st, games on the 22nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 3 days
4
off.
days. It's kind of the same. It's about the same. And then after that, it's on the 30th. So again, you're looking at about 4 days. So it's roughly it's about the same.
They probably won't now. Okay, so Yoro probably won't start. You expect him probably Kobe Mainoo to start. I would have thought. Ugarte did he start? Ugarte did.
Yeah.
Ugarte's just going all the time now, isn't it? Now it's like I need him all the time. But Casemiro, you never know, could just come out the blue and just play.
Yeah.
You're not really sure. And these 10 positions, look, is Marcus Rashford going to be in this squad? I'm going to say
anyone's guess again. Anyone's guess.
I'm going to say yes on the bench. I'm going to say he makes it to the bench.
I genuinely don't know. I wouldn't be shocked. I do think it might be a case of out of sight, out of mind, of just like, basically
shocked if he's not in it.
Basically wait till January and then see what happens kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised in that regard, because it just I suppose there's a part of it where he hasn't done anything this time between the games, which I guess would be the logic of why he was left out on Thursday, wasn't it? Well, this is a reaction to the interview. The first one was a reaction because of standards. This one's reaction to the interview. Nothing's happened since then.
Yeah, so you've been good now. So
you've been good, so you should be allowed back in.
Grounded for a week.
I don't know. I'm going to go in no. I'm going to go in no.
Okay, so no from Owen, a yes from me.
With the wing backs though, because skipped over the wing backs.
Yes.
I think Terrell Malacia might start because he didn't start on Thursday.
Didn't start on Thursday. Whether that means Dallow's kind of the indestructible one as well, playing all the games just like Bruno. There's only a few he trusts to do that. And to be fair to those types of players, although Dallow hasn't been good, he was better against Spurs, got some balls in the box and set up a few chances. He was better, but he can keep going. He can. And I think Amorim has identified the ones who he said it in the interview. I know this player needs more time versus these others. Dallow, Bruno, and Ugarte to a certain extent. They're the three that can pretty much keep going and going and going. I would say, maybe Dallow back to right wing back and Malacia at left wing back. Maybe.
Yeah, so Mazraoui drops out.
Maybe give him.
But then again, Malacia when he starts, he's only going to play 45 minutes. So
he might play a little bit longer than 45.
Yeah, maybe he might make it to the
first round of subs because he makes them subs. They start warming up ready at like 55. Usually like 57, 60, they're on. So let's say, Malacia starts but comes off in the first batch of subs. Then you'll see Mazraoui come on for Malacia, and Mazraoui go to right wing back and Dallow go to left wing back. We predict that. That's what we predict. Yeah. Do you predict Garnacho is going to start?
The problem is, Amorim doesn't really do it based on like, but he had a good cameo, good performance. He doesn't really care that much about that. He just cares more about minutes. But he came on and he was not good. I still think he'd probably just go with Bruno and Ahmad in the 10s. But again, it depends what he does with midfield, because he might drop Bruno a little bit further back like he has done before. And you could see, we're talking about Kobe starting, it might be Bruno Ugarte, and then it might be Ahmad and Garnacho and something like that. I wouldn't be stunned by that one either.
Ahmad definitely starting. I think it's safe to say.
I think so. He didn't start obviously on
his cameos whenever he comes on the pitch, like against Arsenal and against Spurs. Like, so he basically got a goal and an assist. yesterday against Spurs, or the other day against Spurs. Not goal and assist.
Yeah.
He got a goal, and he got.
Go. Did he take the
Oh, did he
corner?
corner? He took the corner. Yeah,
I
he
think
got a
so,
goal and
didn't he?
assist.
Yeah.
He got a goal and assist in fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Every time he comes on, he does something. It's not many games
Yeah.
he hasn't done anything. So, and if we want these back-to-back wins in the league, he's got to play. Score predictions, Owen?
Do you say he's going to start up front?
Xerxes. Actually,
I think so.
start as well.
I think so. I think Xerxes. I think Xerxes will probably start. I thought he did okay when he came on Thursday.
Did better than Rasmus.
Well, he was. Do you know what? I'm glad he got his tap in goal because his header really did deserve to go in because that was a good header.
Yeah,
you know
it was a good header.
Ironically enough, for all the madness from Fraser Forster, that was actually a good save.
Yeah, no, it was
from the keeper.
Save, yeah.
I think Xerxes maybe starts, and then look, you can maybe bring Højlund on. It's a bit of it's up in the air between those two at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Score prediction. Bloody well, my score predictions have been all over the place recently. Although I did go with 2-1 against City last weekend. I got that one right.
I do think we'll concede today as well. I can't see a clean sheet.
I'm going to go with a 3-2 Manchester United.
Yeah.
One of those.
we always concede, but we don't always score those. So the default of boring is always 2-1.
Well, that's a mental games under Amorim already. That's fine. We've
had
4-3s, 3-2s. You know, we've actually come back quite a few times. We had to come back. You know
I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1, coming back from 1-0 down.
Yeah. You look at recent weeks. You know, Bodo Glimt, Victoria Pilsen, City. You know, we've had to.
I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1 coming from a goal behind.
That's what you're going for.
That's what we're going to do. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Smash the like on the video, guys. Subscribe to United View if you are new. Thank you for everyone to getting us to 185,000 subscribers. You lot are sick, man. We're nearly there at 200k. So keep subscribing away to the channel. Owen will be on the match view solo. Hopefully he brings his luck.
All right.
Hopefully. Bring some luck, Owen. I'm at Old Trafford. I'll try and bring some luck from there. Come on,
I haven't won a solo match for you this season.
No, I haven't. So make sure you guys lock in to be with Owen to make sure you will him on to win and break this judge.
And part of it's KG as well because he's not in the country.
Yes.
That's the other part of it.
That's another thing. When KG leaves the country, we don't win. So both of you lot's judged. Yeah, there you go. All right, we are out of here. Take care, guys. Peace.